This is a leek, and these are shiitake mushrooms. And everything we make today is going to be a combination of both of these. It's going to be great, unless, of course, you hate leeks and or shiitake mushrooms. In any case, don't go away. I'm Sam, the cooking guy. This show is about food that's big in taste and small in effort. Man, is that good. Totally easy stuff anyone can make. Look at them going already. And everything comes from a supermarket. You take all those other cooking shows like this. You don't need them anymore. This is Sam, the cooking guy, presented by Lars Remodeling and Design. So, let's start with the shiitakes first. This is a shiitake mushroom. It's, I think, one of the more elegant mushrooms out there. A little bit more expensive, but it just kicks the crap out of those white basic mushrooms. No comparison at all. The cremini mushrooms, the brown ones, are a good step. If you didn't want to buy shiitakes, you could do creminis with all the stuff we're doing today. I'm telling you, find shiitakes, especially when they're on sale, buy a bunch of them. So here's what I do. You see, you didn't need to watch me chop all these, even though I have beautiful skills. Here's all I do. I take the stem and I twist it off like that, right? Stem, twist off, simple. You can save them if you wanted to make like a soup out of it, it would be great. I'm not making soup. I mean, I might, but I'm not making soup today. And then I'm just gonna face them down and slice them like that. That's all you wanna do. Nice and simple. All right, now onto the leek. So take a look, right? You can see they're virtually the same kind of thing. It's a onion family member, really mild flavor, really, really nice. It's gonna do wonderful things for everything we're gonna do today. So it's simple. I've already started cutting some right here. You cut this crazy hairy end off, right? So that goes like this. And then like a green onion that we say, we use the white and light green parts, we're gonna virtually do the same thing with this. So it starts to get bad about here. We cut that off. The one thing about a leek that you have to know is that dirt can get into these, look at all these leaves, right? They're just many folds. So here's what I do. I'll just take this first guy off, and you see that? That's called dirt, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't want dirt in your food. So we're gonna give this just a quick little rinse this way. The problem is sometimes all that dirt can get down into the folds. So here's what I do. I take my knife and I cut right here. And then I do a quick inspection. Look it, there it is, creeping up on us again. There it is. So here's what you have to do. Like you're shuffling a little deck of cards, get the dirt out. It's not gonna work all its way down to the white end. It's just gonna pretty much stop there. So give them a little dry. And then we're just gonna cut them. And I just cut in thin little ribbons like this. Be very careful when you get down to the last little piece. That's where the damage happens. Okay, so our pan is heating. At this point, we're just gonna add some olive oil in here. I got a lot of stuff going in, so I put a decent amount of oil in. And we all know what happens with mushrooms, right? They shrink down to almost nothing. I know this looks like an awful lot, but I'm using it in all the dishes today. That, by the way, you're really gonna like. And then the onions, just right in with them. Don't drop, don't drop. So it's sort of medium-high heat. At this point, all I'm trying to do is soften. But the mushrooms are already starting to shrink. And shiitakes, unlike those inferior cousins of theirs, those crappy white things, they don't pee off a lot of liquid. And I'm gonna get in trouble from my wife for saying that, but you know exactly what I mean. You put mushrooms in a pan and what happens? All this liquid kind of pees out of them. It's not like that with shiitakes. I'm starting to smell the leeks in here. It's fantastic. A little bit more oil. So this is about, I don't know, maybe slowly a 5-minute process. Not much more than that. So look at, they've softened. They're getting beautiful. They're getting gorgeous. We're gonna give it a little more flavor right now. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of garlic. Now, I don't like to put garlic into something dry, so I give a little olive oil into the middle. Hit the garlic in there, and then here's my move. I don't know if it's right or wrong, it's what I like to do. I let it sit there for a second. It's not burning, it's just starting to sizzle a little bit in there, but it's getting really fragrant. I give it about 40 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. When I really start to smell the garlic, that's when I'm gonna mix it into everything else. Oh my God. Okay, three more things. Easily. One is some butter. A decent piece, because there's a lot of stuff in there. And what would it be, Michael?
Salt.
Salt and?
Pepper.
I always say, salt used the right way shouldn't make something salty. It just enhances the natural flavors of it. A steak without salt is boring. A steak with salt the right way is beefy, meaty, delicious. And all we do now is we're just gonna mix. Okay, fantastic. So right now, this is basically what? Like a perfect side dish. Serve this with anything. I'm gonna give you a demonstration of that. We always taste our food. Shiitakes, the leeks, steamy, so delicious. Oh my God. Oniony, but not overpowering oniony. That's the beautiful thing about the leek. Crap, that's good. All right, ready for this demonstration? How can I do this? I don't want anybody to see what I'm gonna do next. Hang on. You're freaking looking, man. I told you not to look. So, what am I gonna do with these, Sam? Well, I'm gonna show you right now. You're gonna make a beautiful little bed of them. So this would be perfect for serving it with some salmon. Look how gorgeous that is. It's fantastic. It would also be perfect for serving it with some chicken. Oh my God, look at that, a perfectly cooked chicken breast. How does he do it? I don't really know. Or just this amazing little ribeye. But look, all of these things live perfectly underneath this and you don't need anything else. This is an amazing little side dish. Take a bite of that with the steak as soon as we cut, which we're gonna cut in a second. But when we come back, I'm gonna show you 3 ways over the rest of the show what you can do with this. How you can use these leeks and shiitakes, make them on a Sunday, and then take care of yourself for the rest of the week. Such a genius idea. Don't go away. Thanks for being here. Don't go away.
When someone's getting their home remodeled, friends are asking, how's it going? Is it better than you had thought? And we are always interested in hearing the feedback from our clients, and what we hope and expect is that they'll tell everybody, better than I thought. A company that cares, they value the relationship, they understand the details of my project, and they deliver on their promises.
This is Sam the Cooking Guy. Welcome back to Leek and Shiitake Mushroom Day. By the way, the consensus was the first batch, just this base mixture of the mushrooms and the shiitakes with butter and olive oil seasoned and garlic, unbelievable. Now wait till you see what we do with it. Now, remember, this is now living in your fridge. You got it in your fridge, in a container. That's how I want you to think about this. You make it one day, you use it for the next few days. You will not get sick of it, I can promise you. So now we're gonna do a little flatbread thing. This you're gonna like. This now has become uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 4 ingredients. 4 ingredients. And why is it only 4, you ask? Because you already got this one done. You don't even think about that anymore. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to make your food life so much better and simpler. There's other nonsense cooking shows on TV with 6,000 freaking ingredients, and half of them you can't even pronounce. Who needs that BS? This is garlic herb cheese. You just buy it in a store. Already done. There's 2 or 3 different versions of them. Get the one you want, right? And now we're just gonna take this and spread this on this beautiful little flatbread that you can buy at your supermarket or make it or whatever, or you could use a pizza crust. The point is to get yourself to a starting point where you've got this garlic herb cheese spread out on a flatbread. You know what's coming next? This is coming next, right? The shiitake mushroom stuff. So it goes on here. You just spread it out. You want to make sure that your guests and you, if it's just you, are getting a bite of everything, you know? There's a spot that's got a hole, we'll just fill it up a little bit. All right, great. Fourth ingredient, Parmesan. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. Why do I feel like I have to rush? You know, when we shoot this show, there's no accounting for time. It's not like I have to do a segment in 6.5 minutes. I just go, and it's up to these guys to shorten it. So it definitely makes their life easier if I don't go long, which I tend to do, so their life is not made any easier. So a nice piece of Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna do this over the top. Boom, that's it. And assuming I don't drop it, it's a bad attempt. Right on the rack. There you go. My oven's at 425 degrees. Should be 10 minutes. I'll check it at about 8 or 9 or something. But when it comes out, it's gonna be fantastic. Okay, so it's been just shy of 10 minutes, like a minute or so. And look at, yes baby, yes baby, yes baby. Oh, look at that. Look how nice that is. And under here, oh shite. Crispy, it's exactly what you want. God, does it need anything else? Does it? Probably not. But let's get a little taste of this, shall we? How do we want to cut this? Like that. Did you hear that? Oh. Now look, I say 10 minutes at 425. I don't know what your oven's at. I don't know if your oven's calibrated properly. So when you start to smell it, take a look inside. If you see it browning nicely, that would be the moment to pull it out. Just don't take my words that 10 minutes is the magical number, because if your thing's all jacked up, then it might come out ruined, and then you're gonna blame me, and that's just not fair. No. What's not fair is that you can't eat that. When we come back, this on polenta. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Is it gonna be good? Don't go away. Oh my God. Oh. Uh-oh. Ow! Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh God. Oh. Oh. Oh God.
Same old Sam, brand new shows.
This is Sam the Cooking Guy. Welcome back. It's Shiitake and Leek Day. It's going really well. Michael, how are you doing with the mushrooms? Thumbs up. I don't really care. He's a mushroom hater. I promised polenta, and that's what we will make. Polenta. We understand that polenta is really just coarse cornmeal. There's two ways to do it. One is slow in a pot with a bunch of stirring, takes about a half an hour. The other is under 10 minutes in the microwave. The purists will argue it's not right. You can't be doing polenta in the microwave. It's not gonna get very creamy like you want it. I don't listen to them. We're gonna do it so we can eat better but not have it take forever. Okay, so I've got a half a cup of polenta in there. I have 2 cups of H2O. A pinch of, wait, what's the chemical for salt? NCL? Somebody look it up. Is the chemical abbreviation for salt NCL? It's N something, see? Pinch of salt. We do this. We mix it really well. NaCl. I missed the A. I never was good in chemistry. Okay, that's mixed well, right? We get some of this nonsense that I fight with every time. I hate this stuff. How are we doing? Good? 8 minutes. 8:00. All right, in the time that the polenta is cooking, we're gonna heat up our shiitakes and our leeks. Now that we've done the version, we could go under like a protein, like the steak or the fish or the chicken. Now that we've done the version where it's on the flatbread, we're gonna make it a little bit creamier because we want it a little creamier on top of the polenta. So all we're really gonna do is get it warm and throw some chicken broth in with it. That's gonna just plump up those mushrooms a little bit more. Just some chicken broth. I could have made the pan smaller, but I didn't. And in this 8 minutes or 7 minutes that's left or whatever it is, this is just gonna get even more luxurious. So I've probably got 1/3 of a cup in here. I probably have 2 cups of the shiitake mushrooms left, and I've just put in about 1/3 of a cup of chicken broth. You could use vegetable broth if you wanted to do the vegan thing like Michael's wife. That would be absolutely fine. This would be a completely vegan meal. The polenta's corn, the shiitakes are from the earth, the mushrooms are from the, the leeks are from the earth, the vegetable broth, if you were so inclined to use that. We can safely say that at that point, no animals would be harmed in the making of your meal. But in my case, a chicken was harmed. Sorry. There's a lot of them out there, it's okay. What's one chicken? Please don't write. Please don't write. I'm nice to animals, I love them. I have 3 dogs. I have 2 dogs. Do we talk about the fact that Lucky died? Lucky died. Haley's here. Lewis is here. And we're looking for a middle one, replacing you. So come take a look, Michael. You see, I put a bunch of the liquid in. Most of it has started to either evaporate or soak itself up into these shrooms, thereby making them even more soft and beautiful. Okay, shiitakes, leeks, beautiful, soft, luxurious, nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, crap, something bad happened here. Can you see in here? Look at the lid blew and it peed out a bunch of the stuff. Oh crap. Ow, ow, ow. Ay. Where's my thing? Let's see how we've done. Look, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just do a couple things fast. While it's still really beautifully hot like that, we're gonna throw some butter in here, richen it up a little bit, because we can. Get that in there doing its thing. And nobody move, nobody move. A little white cheddar. Okay, about 1/3 of a cup maybe. Like that. Oh Lord. Look. Can't see. Okay, here's what you do. Here's how you serve this. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. You get a bowl. You get a spoon. You get your polenta. See that? That creaminess is what polenta is supposed to do. That's how it goes down. Now you come back here. You've got these beautifully soft shiitakes. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Some good. All right, here's how we do this. Soft polenta, the leeks, the shiitakes. It's heaven in my mouth. It is shiitake leek polenta heaven in my mouth. I'm telling you. Don't forget the good olive oil. All right. Today can't possibly get any better. Oh wait, it can. We've got one more thing. I don't always go out to buy fresh seafood, but when I do, I go to Catalina Offshore Product, one of Southern California's premier seafood purveyors. And for you, that means some of the freshest seafood in San Diego. And if you can't get here, you can check out their online store for an incredible selection, especially the amazing sushi-grade quality fish. But don't just take my word for it, because some of San Diego's best chefs shop here too. Catalina Offshore Products, your trusted source for fresh local seafood. This is Sam, the cooking guy. You know, we've already got shiitakes and leeks. We're using those as the bottom parts of a Benedict. It's gonna be outstanding. Yes, there will be a bread component, then those amazing shiitakes and leeks, and then the egg, and we're making our own hollandaise, but we're putting a bunch of green onion in it. So it's like a green onion hollandaise. I need 1 second, so just let me cut these green onions. I want these things super fine. I don't want big giant pieces. Just want finely diced up green onions, okay? Let me get my egg ready. Now, here's something that I've started doing lately. You can't have the yolk crack. So we're in good shape. But you know how when you poach an egg, if you're poaching your own eggs, you get all the little stringy white bits on the outside. There's two things that you can do to minimize that. One is add some plain white vinegar to your pot of the water you're gonna poach it in. Just a couple tablespoons is all you need. You won't taste vinegar, but it will help collect everything up. The other thing you can do is you can get the watery part of this albumin off. So you'll see that liquid comes out first that's like water. Oh, just see, not that side. If it starts to come over really thick, that's not ready. Let's see if we can do it here. See that? Then it slows down and it's about to come out like honey. And then any more than that and it's gonna come out thick, and that's when you have to stop. All right, let's start the hollandaise. Hollandaise goes like this. 3 egg yolks only, pinch of salt, and juice of about a half a lemon. Turn it on low. At this point, all you're trying to do is mix this well and turn this from a brightish yellow color to a pale yellow color. Should we start our egg? Not boiling water, just simmering water. Just a few little bubbles breaking on the surface, that's all we want. And then like we did last time, we take a spoon and we stir in a circular direction. We're gonna create like a little whirlpool, a little vortex. And then right when we're ready to put the egg in, we drop the little dish right down to the water's edge and go. Slip in gently and there it goes. And you're gonna see, most of those little strings are gonna come together. The ones that don't, we're gonna say screw it to, and we'll just cut them off. It's gonna be fine. I'm warming up the last of the shiitake leek stuff. This is hot here because I have to do some bread product for the bottom of this thing. There's a lot going on right now, and it's good because there's not much battery life left in these cameras. I've got a ciabatta because it's sometimes nice to be a little different instead of that English muffin thing that always gets used. All right, now this has done its thing. Now here's what we're gonna do. Take the lid off, turn it down a bit, and slowly put in 10 tablespoons of melted butter. Keep going, baby, keep going. And you're in. That's done. I gotta get this thing on the cooktop. I need some butter right here. That's going face down. Right there, egg's not ready yet. It's a timing thing. I think we've talked about this before. You can poach eggs in advance. Poach them, get them where you want, put them in ice water. Then just keep them in the fridge in water till the next day or 2 days later. And then just slip them into the water, give them about a minute, and they're perfect. That's if you don't want to have to deal with the pressure of coming up with perfect poached eggs. Look at it. Oh, please. Oh my God, it's amazing. And now a big handful of this diced green onion. We'll give it one more of these. Uh-oh, it's all coming, the wheels are coming off the bus now. Check the egg. There we are. So look, you can see the white, the yellow is fine. White looks good. I mean, I'm going with it. So I just put it on here, get a little bit of the excess water off. So now we're gonna take this guy. We've got nothing to put it on. So now, these leeks, the shiitakes, form a beautiful little bed right there. Oh, Lord. Sit back. The egg gets snuggled on top, nestled. A little bit of that. This would be the money shot. Assuming that I've done this properly, cooked the egg the right way, when I cut in right here, here's what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That perfect flowing yolk that comes running out. And now it's just a matter of getting yourself a light. Make sure I get some of the shiitakes on here. And home run. You have to make that first and foremost. You have to make the shiitake leek thing second. Third, make your own damn hollandaise. Stop buying it in a package. If you've got a blender, you can make it. It's that simple. The recipe is on the website. You got a recipe for me? Send it to the website. info@thecookingguy.com. We'll do a recipe, view a recipe show one day. You might like it. Thanks for hanging out.